Scrappy people, Tracy Reed here today, coming at you with I want to say a Life Crafted album, but that can mean 6x8 now too. So we're doing a Traveler's Notebook size Life Crafted album page using the Crave mini kit and printables from Citrus Twist, plus some acrylic from the April Colorcast Designs release, plus these photos, which taken separately are not great photos, but together they tell a story of my kitten craving attention in the bath while I'm in the bath. So he's poking through the shower curtain. You can see his eyeballs here and his face here and his little ears here. So I'm going to be scrapbooking this photo strip today with this stuff. So here we go. All right, so the first thing I needed to do was definitely find papers that I wanted to use, and I decided really quickly that because I was going to use some purple embellishments, I wanted to not use purple in the papers that I chose. So I'm going to go with these beautiful navy blue floral, and I like those little word bits down there at the bottom of that one, so they match pretty well. I also need to extend my paper because it is Traveler's Notebook size, so it needs to be a little bit wider. So I'm going to do that with these sky blue, somewhere around there, those strips. So now my papers are 5 inches by 8.25 inches, and I'm going to use my X-Acto knife to cut around these word bits down here at the bottom so that I can just stick my little photo strip right in underneath them. So that was cute. I like the way that it looks, and I'm gonna frame it with some of these florals that match the other side. So that's the basic layout of my layout. The basic layout of my layout. So I'm going to frame the photo with Cute from Colorcast Designs and that flower, but I want to make sure, I want to stamp underneath the photo strip. So I want to make sure that I know where the words are going to go, so that I don't stamp under where I want the title to go. So I'm just kind of leaving it there, gauging with my eyeball where it's going to start. And now that I have the placeholders, I can pull this photo strip out and do some repetitive stamping with the purple ink from Catherine Pooler, and this stamp that's I think it's called All the Things, and it says "Love This Cat." So I'm going to do some ghost stamping with it, just some repetitive stamping to frame the photo and make it a little bit more interesting, and add in a little bit more purple. So that way that purple matches the deeper purple of the acrylic a little bit better than the purples in the actual Citrus Twist collection does. So it kind of pulls everything together and makes it look like just everything matches, right? So I'm sticking down this acrylic, and I know that I want there to be a little bit of something underneath that stamping on the left hand side because it feels a little empty. So I'm going to start going through my embellishments and picking out things that I want to go on here. I also wanted to bring in a little bit more of that blue from the right hand side, so I like that Delight in the Ordinary. I'm going to add my journaling to that pretty card that brings in some of that soft teal. And I know I want to use another stamp set from Citrus Twist. This one is, it's a food. It's called a food something or other. Anyway, it says, "Give me more." And so I'm going to put that at the top because I'm going to make the title say "Give Me More Attention." This one's called Food Love. It's a food love stamp, but it's got a lot of really great phrases on it that are not necessarily food related, and I've been using it a lot lately. So it says "Craving This" because I want to bring in that craving theme. So "Give Me More," and then I'm going to add attention with these light white little itty bitty letter stickers. Of course, I'm going to add the cat, even though it does not look like my cat. That's okay. There is only one cat that looks like my cat, I think, in the world. No, that's not true. I've seen other cats that have that like half mustache, but I'm okay with using animals that don't necessarily look like my animals. So I'm building up this cluster over here to cover up that empty white space, and I'm going to use this tag that says, I think it says happy things. Yeah, happy things, or no, happy moments, that's what it says. And the book and the candle, because I was in the bath and I always read in the bath. So that fits the theme well. Okay, so I want to back this card with this purple to bring in a little bit more of that. I'm going to put it down, and then I'm going to start adding my alphabet. I'm going to use, again, that white tiny alpha, and I'm going to add some of these cute purple. Actually, I start with purple, but pretty immediately decide to use a few different colors just to spread it out. I was getting pretty purple heavy, so I added a purple one here, and I was going to add a purple one over here, but I decided on green because there was some green in those leaves that weren't really being represented on the right hand side there. Then I tried purple again for this one and decided instead to go with, I put down yellow and then had a hard time getting it up, and I think I'm going to go with orange instead. Pull in some of that orange from the other side and to mimic the kitten a little bit. Alright, so I still need to put down my alpha, so what I do is I actually put it on a ruler before I put it down on the card just to make sure that I could get it all to fit correctly. And I have it a little bit offset from that give me more so that it kind of nests in perfectly. And it says give me more attention, which is what this cat always wants. He's always craving attention. Now I need to add in my journaling, but I'm going to do that in a minute. I'll do that at the end off camera like I always do. So I wanted to put in a little bit more texture. And so I wanted to add in some of these paper clips that came in the Happy Heart collection for Valentine's Day. And so I struggle with this paper clip for a while, and it's a little bit off camera, but you can see I'm trying to put it at the top because I thought maybe it would be cute if it like framed this heart. But the way that it was interacting with the letters, I could not tolerate. I couldn't do it. So I'm going to try and maybe put it on the other side. But it ends up being, like, I love the way that that mimics that half arc circle thing. I love it, but it's just like too big. If it was small enough to like sit up toward the top and have it offset and not be the same length as the word bit, then I would have loved it. So I ended up putting it down here at the bottom, and it'll actually look a little bit better once I add in my journaling and move it around. Add this little heart that says my love. This cat though, he's crazy. And what else am I going to add here? Feeling like I'm pretty close to done. Ah, the date. That's what I was adding. So I'm going to add this date here. Still feel like there's something else. Missing something. Ah, enamel dots. Always with the enamel dots. I decided to add in a few more. I can't say pops of color because I do use this really light blue-green, but I feel like it added in just like a little bit of fun and whimsy around all of these hearts. And I always love an enamel dot. Like, I use them when I'm feeling like the page just needs a little something else. I always end up using enamel dots in clusters because it like really easily expands the size of a cluster that I've made with like something other than like another icon or another word bit. It just adds a little bit more oomph and size to what I've already designed. Alright, so that is it from me. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. If you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Tracy M. Reed. I'd love to see you over there as well. There are links to Stitcher's Twist and Colorcast designs in the description box below. Thank you!